Sometimes, it doesn't take a speech, a big announcement, or a dramatic gesture to change everything. Sometimes, all it takes is a look, a pause, or a quiet moment shared between two people who already understand each other deeply. That's exactly what happened when Taehyung and Jungkook shared a moment that instantly shifted the atmosphere, and ARMY noticed right away. Within minutes, social media began buzzing. Clips spread fast, reactions poured in, and fans everywhere started asking the same question. Did you feel that too? This wasn't about rumors. This wasn't about speculation. This was about a moment, subtle, genuine, and powerful, that spoke louder than words. In this video, we're breaking down what happened, why it felt so different, and how Taehyung and Jungkook once again reminded everyone why their connection resonates so strongly with fans around the world. So, let's take a closer look. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual. There was no big announcement, no dramatic music,
no sudden spotlight.
But then it happened. A brief interaction, a change in expression, a shift in energy that felt impossible to ignore. Fans who were watching live or later through clips described the same feeling almost unanimously. The mood changed instantly. It wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. But it was real. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't need to say anything. Their body language alone told a story, one that fans immediately picked up on. The room felt quieter. The atmosphere felt heavier, yet warmer. And somehow, everyone watching felt pulled into that moment. This is the kind of moment that doesn't trend because it's shocking. It trends because it's felt. ARMY is known for many things, but one of them stands above the rest: attention to detail. Fans noticed the timing, the expressions, the way the energy shifted between Taehyung and Jungkook. Some said it felt comforting. Others said it felt emotional. Many said it felt familiar, like something they had seen before but still couldn't get over. What made this moment stand out wasn't what happened on the surface. It was what didn't happen. There was no overreaction, no exaggerated response. Just a quiet understanding between two people who have spent years growing together. And that's exactly why it resonated so deeply. To understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to look at the history. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't build their connection overnight. It was shaped through years of training, shared struggles, countless stages, quiet off-camera moments fans only glimpse occasionally. Their bond has evolved naturally, and fans have watched that evolution unfold in real time. So when a moment like this happens, small but meaningful, it carries the weight of everything that came before it. It feels earned. It feels genuine. And most importantly, it feels real. What stood out the most was how little was said. No long conversation.
No explanation.
Just presence. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than anything else. And in that silence, fans saw comfort, trust, and familiarity. Many ARMY commented that it felt like watching two people who didn't need to perform for the camera. They were simply being themselves, unfiltered and honest. In a world where everything is fast, loud, and attention-grabbing, this kind of moment feels rare. And rare moments tend to stay with us the longest. It didn't take long for social media to catch fire. Comments flooded in. Did anyone else feel the vibe shift? That moment felt different. Why did that feel so emotional? Clips were replayed. Screenshots were shared. Threads were created breaking down every second. But interestingly, the tone remained respectful. Fans weren't chasing drama. They weren't pushing narratives. They were simply acknowledging something meaningful they had all felt together. That collective understanding is what turned this moment into something bigger than itself. One of the reasons this moment resonated so strongly is because it felt human. No stage persona.
No script.
No performance. Just two people sharing space in a way that felt honest. Fans often talk about how Taehyung and Jungkook balance each other. Different personalities, different energies, yet somehow perfectly in sync. This moment reminded everyone of that balance. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't intense. It was calm. And sometimes calm moments hit the hardest. There's something deeply comforting about familiarity. When fans watch BTS, they don't just see idols, They see growth, history, and shared experiences. Moments like this reinforce that sense of continuity. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't need to prove anything. They didn't need validation. They simply existed in the moment, and fans felt invited into that space. That's a powerful thing. Days later, the conversation hasn't slowed down.
Why?
Because moments like this don't fade quickly. They linger. They replay in your mind. They make you feel something without needing explanation. Fans continued to share interpretations, not to speculate, but to connect. Everyone felt it slightly differently, and that shared emotional response is what keeps the conversation alive. Not every meaningful moment needs context. Some moments are meant to be felt, not explained. Taehyung and Jungkook reminded fans of that truth. In doing so, they showed that connection doesn't always need words, it needs presence. And presence is something they've mastered over the years. This wasn't just about Taehyung and Jungkook. It was about
Growth.
trust, emotional maturity, shared history. It was a reminder that real connection isn't loud. It's steady. It's warm. It's quietly powerful. Many fans shared that this moment felt comforting, especially during uncertain times. Seeing something genuine, something unforced, can be grounding. It reminds people that authenticity still exists, even in highly public spaces. That's why ARMY didn't just watch this moment. They felt it. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't explain the moment. They didn't revisit it. They didn't turn it into content. And that's what made it special. Some moments are perfect because they're left untouched. In the end, this wasn't about shock. It wasn't about headlines. It was about connection. A simple interaction that shifted the mood instantly and reminded fans why they fell in love with BTS in the first place. Because beyond the music, the performances, and the fame, what truly resonates is authenticity. And in that quiet moment, Taehyung and Jungkook gave fans exactly that. What did you feel when you saw this moment? Did it catch your attention too? Did the mood shift for you as well? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more BTS moments and thoughtful discussions. Thank you for watching, and as always, thank you for being part of ARMY Purple Heart.